Joined by the father of Cade Mays, Kevin Mays. Kevin, the news coming down today that Cade is eligible to play starting this week against Missouri. When you got the call from Cade this Wednesday evening, just take me through the emotions as a dad, and then take me through the emotions that he was feeling.
Well, it's been a long mental grind, and just a lot of prayer. And Cade's had a great support system, with his coaching staff and his fellowship with his teammates, and his attorney, Greg Isaacs, and just all the people in the Vol Nation that have just stepped up and just supported him through this. And it's just been a blessing. We've just been in steady prayer over it, and God's blessed us once again. And, that's basically the conversation we had, was that how good is God to just bless him again and to bless our family, because it's not easy what he's been through.
So
and, he's not really had he really has just been a victim of circumstance, and that's tough on a kid.
You and I talked, before we, started taping this, and you said to me, Cade was comfortable. When he made the decision, he knew he may not be able to play. Did that make this last month or so, when you're waiting on a decision, then you get the NCAA waiver, but then now you got to wait on the SEC office to come through and make a decision? Did that make it easier, knowing that this whole time you knew there was this chance, you may not be able to play this fall? Was that easier on him, you think?
Well, Cade and basically our whole family, we've just talked about being patient, and that if we're patient, and that good things will come from it, and we'll all learn from it and be better people from it. And Cade has been adamant that no matter what the outcome of the situation was, that he was going to accept that, and he was willing to accept that. And Cade, as you stated, Cade knew the possibility of him missing the entire season was there, and he was to put himself in a better environment. Cade felt like I'm willing to do that. And I said, well, him and his mother both, myself and his mother both, we just support our kids. We tell them, in everything we do in life, what the risks are, what the outcome may look like. And, you just have to weigh those in life, and just, put yourself and put your family, in the best situation that you can. And Cade has grown up tremendously from this situation. And both of my kids, have learned, basically how cruel this world can be. So he's going to be better from it. Cooper's going to be better from it. And it just, as a family, it's just made us even more tight than we've ever been. And so, because you realize in the end, all you got is family. And so it's been, blessings come from hardships.
Speaking of family, Cooper played his first action, beat Cade to wearing orange in a live game, I might add, as he played against South Carolina on Saturday. Have you thought about it all, just seeing both your boys on the field? You saw it at Catholic, but now you get to see them at your alma mater.
Yeah, I was really proud of Cooper. Cooper's had to overcome so much over the past year. Cooper had a very bad injury that went undiagnosed, and he played an entire season with a broken foot. And it went undiagnosed, and we kept telling the doctor something's wrong here. Finally, we decided to go see Dr. Rapay on our own, and we went through some different testing, and they found out that Cooper actually had a broken foot, found where it was broken, and then the diagnosis at first was broken. Let's put it in a cast, let it heal, and then so he did that. So Cooper went on crutches basically in approximately late November last year, and he didn't get off crutches because it did not heal. So then they went back in and did a bone graft and put a screw in his foot So he spent, I think he spent 8 to 10 weeks in a cast and on crutches, non-weight bearing, and then it didn't heal. So then he had surgery and spent 10 or 12 weeks on crutches again, non-weight bearing. And Cooper just started running. Cooper just got back on his feet, in late July, August, and just to see him out there having fun, flying around, being Cooper was just, it just put a huge smile on, his mother and myself. It just put a huge smile on our face just to see him having fun again, because Cooper had some dark days. When you're 18 years old and you're on crutches from November to July, that's a long time to not be able to walk around freely. And I was just proud to see him out there.
Have you thought much about seeing them out there together? How neat of a moment do you think that'll be for you and Melinda, and then I'll call him the little guy, but he's really a big guy, Camp.
Yeah, and Camp's, he's going to go watch his brothers play Saturday for the first time in college. And, Camp, he's excited to go. And, we're just excited as a family just to have our boys in a good place mentally, and just to be able to go out and do what they love, and to put some of these distractions behind us. And, it's just, his mother and I, we count our blessings every day, and just have to pinch ourselves and say, it is just so surreal having two children that are Division I athletes, and they play together. And it's just, it's surreal. And on a big platform too. It's, it's not like high school. They're playing on a big platform, and it's exciting, and, and they're happy. And my two boys, they're best friends. They're inseparable. They do everything together. And it just means a ton to them. And it means a ton to us to see them together like that.
Lastly, and I'll end it this way. Coach Pruitt, when Cade made the decision to go to Georgia, Coach Pruitt really never gave up on the Mays family. Like, he immediately started recruiting Cooper for Cooper, and wanted him, knowing Cade probably would never come back. Cade ends up coming back. But what did that, signify for the family about Jeremy Pruitt, and how much has Cooper and Cade really entrusted in him?
Well, Jeremy is a good man, and Jeremy knew when Cade, regardless of what people heard or what was put on social media or what was told at the work lunch break table, Jeremy knew exactly, we were very honest with Jeremy, and Jeremy understood why Cade wasn't coming to Tennessee. And Jeremy, in parting at that meeting, told Cooper, he said, look, this don't have anything to do with you. I'm coming after you hard, and I'm going to recruit you hard. And I'm going to earn your trust, and you're going to see the type of human being I am and the man I am. And I'm going to prove to you, Cooper, that we want you, and we want you for you. And, Jeremy is, just take football away from it. And what people should know is that Jeremy Pruitt is a good man. And, he's a good football coach, and his kids love him and they trust him. And that's what I'll say about Jeremy Pruitt. And Cooper always seen that in Jeremy, and they always had a great relationship. And I have a tremendous amount of respect for Jeremy Pruitt as a human being. And I'll leave it at that, Austin.
Well, Kevin, we appreciate the time. I know you will enjoy Saturday, and put that orange on proudly there, VFL.
We will, man. We'll be supporting.